AmeriCup 2022 qualifier matchup between Mexico and the United States of America. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very exciting matchup between these two teams. Both of them coming off the back of some very interesting results. Puerto Rico with a big-time victory over Mexico, while the United States with an emphatic W over the Bahamas. Well, it was only in the last window when these two teams actually met up, and it was the United States who won convincingly back in Indianapolis, 94-78. And there you can see the United States, top of the group, 5 wins and 0 losses, followed up by Mexico, who have a joint record along with Puerto Rico, with 2 wins and 3 losses. While the Bahamas, who will play Puerto Rico right after this game, sit bottom with only 1 W. Well, there is a man who needs no introduction, and his introduction to this team has been sending shockwaves across the basketball world. Isaiah Thomas is here for the United States, and what a game he had recently. And he means business tonight. Well, the United States, of course, I mean, featuring some promising players for this matchup. If you think of the last game where they beat the Bahamas by, of course, 16 points, it was Dakota Daniel Matias who led the way for them with 15 points and 9 rebounds, 1 rebound away from that double-double. Of course, they're going to need some big step up tonight. Isaiah Thomas as well chipped in 19 points, 4 rebounds and 2 assists.
18, Brandon Bass. Coach Joe Prunty.
Well, Brandon Bass, as we mentioned, number 18 for the United States, he had 12 points, had that double-double with 10 rebounds as well. So what a great matchup it was for him.
Mexico national team with number 1, Cole Mayer.
Well, there's Coach Joe Prunty, of course, a man who used to be the head coach of Great Britain,
4, Fabian Jaime.
featuring for them in the FIBA AmeriCup back in 2013.
Number 6, Edgar Garibay. Number 10, as a captain,
Well, for Mexico,
Giron.
doesn't get any more difficult than this. I mean, it was a very disappointing defeat for them to go up against Puerto Rico. They were led by Gustavo Ayon. I mean, he had 16 points and 8 rebounds, but really, Clavel caused a lot of problems for Mexico in that big performance for Puerto Rico. So Mexico they need to really bounce back in this one. Jose Estrada chipped in 10 points in that game, along with, as we mentioned, Gabriel Giron, with 17 points. But other players need to step in and step up. It doesn't get any more tough than this. Now we'll stand for the national anthems of these wonderful nations.
Now the national anthem of Mexico.
the national anthems have been sung, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost set for tip. But right now, we're going to introduce our officials for tonight's game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job of our officials tonight. They're coming from Canada, Panama, and Colombia. So we have Michael Whelan, Julio Cesar, Anaya Frele, and Carlos Andres Perez Londono. Again, coming from Panama, Colombia, and Canada. And we thank the hard work of all of our officials. And they've done an excellent job in all of our competitions. And they'll continue to do so here tonight in the FIBA AmeriCup 2022 qualifiers. Well, the starting lineup looks very much unchanged from the last game, except for Brandon Sam Bass comes into the lineup for the United States. Isaiah Thomas and Joe Johnson, the former NBA superstar, will make the starting lineup. Dakota Daniel Matias, also one of the top scorers for the United States in their last game. He makes the starting five. Well, Coach Joe Prunty, pardon me. Again, knows that his team, the W tonight, is going to pretty much all but do. I mean, they've already qualified, and he knows that tonight, more or less for them, is to finish it off with pride, of course. But for Mexico, it's a different story. They've got to make sure they come up with a big win tonight to keep themselves in contention, because after all, the Bahamas do have that one victory and do play Puerto Rico after this. Well, Jose Estrada, Edgar Garibay, Gabriel Giron, and Jonathan Mercado is the only change in the starting lineup. No Gustavo Ayayon. He is not in the starting lineup for Mexico this evening. Ayayon will be coming off the bench, and I wonder if Coach Quintero is just trying to manage his playing minutes to make sure he's healthy for this window, of course. But again, Gustavo Ayayon was a key player for Mexico when these two teams met at the FIBA World Cup qualifiers in the summer 2018, in which Mexico impressed the world with a very big win in that game. But Omar Quintero, of course, knows that tonight, after a very disappointing result against Puerto Rico, the test doesn't get any tougher than this. Gabriel Giron, you can see there, from Monterrey, Mexico. Top player, started his career at Puerto Rico, where he played 7 long seasons. Then moving on to Capitans de Ciudad de Mexico before going to Dorados de Chihuahua. So again, a very experienced player. Knows what's expected of him, along with Jose Estrada. But the experience of Gustavo Ayayon is going to be very big for Mexico, because he's going to have to come off the bench. I mean, we're talking about a player with NBA and top European experience. As we speak of right now, currently playing for Astros de Jalisco in the Mexican League. 35 years of age, so for him it's going to be about managing that time. Well, there he is, as we said, a man that needs no introduction. Again, trying to get himself back into it. What a player he is. Big expectations he's talked about for this game. And probably one of the most iconic basketball players that we've seen in the last few seasons. What a pleasure it is to have Isaiah Thomas here tonight. I think with Isaiah Thomas, what we're going to see a lot of is a lot of pick and roll and trying to come off and spot that perimeter shot. There's Joe Johnson. I mean, let's go back in time a little bit. 2006, in the summer of the World Championship in Japan, when he played for the USA, in which they lost in the semifinals to Greece. So a man not only with the NBA, but also the international experience. So Coach Joe Prunty, knows that his team are well equipped for this matchup.
Jonathan Machado y el 35 Ramos.
No pasa nada. Vienes, le pones un bloqueo a Marco y juegan un handoff aquí, jugamos un pick and roll lateral, ¿ok? Hey, acuérdate, ataques, driving kick. Y venga, si puedes terminar, termina, pero si no los das, ¿ok?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be all over the world, we thank you for joining us here tonight in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's Cup 2022 qualifiers. It's Mexico versus United States of America. Don't go anywhere, as we're now set for tip. Well, tempo is going to be key in this game, of course. As you can imagine, the United States is going to try and play very much a fast break game, but they will see them play a very disciplined set in the half court. I mean, Everything is probably going to go through Isaiah Thomas in the backcourt, but Mexico going to have to really try and match that tempo. Now they get things going early. Bit of contact. Oh, gets rejected. Well, right from the game, from the early go. Well, he went in the lane, tried to go up, and Johnson said, not in my house. So we'll be baseline ball now to Mexico. Duran comes off one screen now, heavily guarded by Nunnally. Takes a quick three, and he got it. That's one way to start the game. It's Gabriel Heron. Again, a player renowned for that perimeter shot. As we mentioned, having a very long professional career as he started that back in 2010 with Fuerza Regea, one of the powerhouse basketball teams in Mexico. Isaiah comes up and sets the screen. Puts the back down now, 3 in the shot clock. He's got to fade away, takes a long fadeaway, hits front iron, but now this could be a problem for Mexico if they don't box out. Could be a long night as Nunnally hits the long jump shot from downtown. Well, Nunnally, of course, got off to a great start in the last game against the Bahamas, and it could be a long night for Mexico if they don't put a hand up to him. Goes down low in the low block to Jose Estrada. Got it by Isaiah. Estrada looking to isolate, steps back, three-pointer, doesn't get it. And now Johnson with a rebound, and now he can push in the USA. Get out in transition with Matias. Isaiah now coming off one screen down the middle, pulls up from the free throw line. Isaiah Thomas getting off the mark early, and that's going to be a problem because anytime he comes off a screen, you know it's going to be an isolation play. So Mexico had to do something about that. Looking to kick this one out. Well, they made 1-3 already and away off the mark. Now they're on trying to go for an offensive rebound and loose ball. Mexico come up with it. Try again for the perimeter, 4th time, can't get it. Johnson with a rebound, and now just slow this one down in transition. JJ now gives this one up to Isaiah. And there's a slight foul off the ball. Well, the Mexican defense has to realize that this is a situation where you can't put the eyes all on one player because there's just too much talent in the United States team. Of course, problems now. Isaiah comes off one screen, goes all the way, bit of contact. And Isaiah Thomas now will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, the simple hesitation move there by IT there. You can see got him off the back foot, got it by Jose Estrada. And that's going to be a big mismatch. Isaiah Thomas, originally from Tacoma, Washington, went to the University of Washington, where he was a teammate of one former Matthew Bryant Manning, where they had a great duo in college before getting drafted in the NBA by the Sacramento Kings, but really made a name for himself at the Boston Celtics, where he was a runner-up, not a runner-up, sorry, a top 5 contention for most valuable player. I mean, there's not enough accolades you can pay homage to this man. Such a fantastic basketball player. Well, this is where Mexico need to be a bit more creative. Now, you can see they tried to put a hand in the cookie jar. That was Brandon Sambass, and I think he's caused a turnover. Well, he's done just that because Edgar Garibay, a little bit too lackadaisical, very careless when receiving that pass, and that's one thing you're going to see the United States do, getting those hands in the passing lane and trying to make things happen. Isaiah now doesn't use the screen. Oh, what a pass by Isaiah in the lane. It's beautiful. Well, he faked one way, didn't use the screen. He saw Sambass go into the basket. A simple play there by the United States. Estrada now has to give this one up. It's a handoff with Ferron. Finds a little opening in the lane, dished off under the basket. That's much better by Mexico. Again, just attacking into those gaps and finding that little bit of space. That's one thing that Mexico can do to get themselves within reach of this game, is get to the free throw line, get the United States into the penalty. Edgar Garibay now at the free throw line. Well, currently in the prime of his career. Again, the size mismatch for him is going to be how well he boxes out in this game and takes care of the size physicalities and makes the second free throw. Isaiah now looking to find space off the pick and roll, comes off one screen, looking to dish this one off. Estrada not giving him any time or space on the ball. Matias gets a ball reversal. Comes off one screen now, gets it off the roll. 5 on the shot clock now. He's got to pull up. Bass takes a jump shot, in and out, doesn't get it. Hiram with the rebound, and now Mexico can push this one. Hiram now pulls up for another 3. He's made one, takes another one, doesn't get it. Rebound by none only, and now they can push to Johnson. Johnson, time and space, kicks out to Matias. Matias takes a 3, tucks it away. Oh, that's just too easy right now. You can see the United States just given the freedom of the basketball court. Nobody contested Joe Johnson. Dished that one out to Matias, but Mexico's transition defense has to be better. Estrada now looking for options in front of him. Picks up his dribble now, and he turns it over. Oh, sloppy play there. Well, Estrada picked his dribble up and didn't really have any option. Now watch this. Joe Johnson, nobody stops him, nobody picks him up, and then wide open Matias. If they're gonna play defense like that, it's gonna be a long, long night for Mexico. And Mexico's now a 2-ton Matias with a very, very quick shot. I'm sure that's not the kind of style that Joe Prunty wants in the play. Coach Joe Prunty now, of course, renowned for his half-court sets. Hiram now makes a quick drive, almost turns it over. They keep it alive now. Take a quick 3 from downtown, no good. Well, Estrada going in, that's much better for Mexico. Going for those second chances. Estrada now comes up one screen, makes a quick bit of contact, tries to go off the glass, still can't get it. Johnson with a rebound, and now the United States can push. Isaiah, transition, deep 3, will they get a touch to it? Estrada now goes in with a Euro step. Now, 2 shots at the free throw line, and Jose Estrada doing a better job in that penetration, making that contact. Now, Johnson gave up to Isaiah Thomas. Now look at the hustle to get back there just to make that effort on the block shot.
First, number 8, Joe Johnson.
Well, Jose Estrada, the last time these two teams met, had a relatively decent game against the United States. I mean, the Mexicans did very much struggle. 13 minutes, came off the bench, scoring 6 points. He was in that starting role tonight. He hits both free throws. Mexico's problem the last time these two teams met, they only shot 28% from the 3-point line back in Indianapolis. So it's something that you can see already. They're down to 25%, but Isaiah draws an early foul on Estrada.
Second person of honor, number 2, Jose Estrada.
Well, they go down low now. Johnson tries to back down. Has to use the strength now. Bit of contact, kicks out. Matias tries another 3. 3 is up. 3 is good in the corner. Again, Matias, he'll do that all night long if he's given the time or space. So Mexico, again, you can see they're trying to play the help side defense, but can't leave any wide open shooters on the perimeter. Well, picks his dribble up. Estrada now guarded by Isaiah. Tries a love pass, beautiful play down low. He's got to go up. The foul is called and gets much better from Mexico. Estrada trying to go the pick and roll with Edgar Garibay. Well, here's the kick out now. Finding Matias, who just knocks that one down. Beautiful jump shot.
Sub for USA, enters number 11, William Davis.
Edgar Garibay, again, struggling from the free throw line this evening. As we mentioned, the one thing Mexico want to do to try and stay in this game and just keep within distance of the United States is make sure they get to that free throw line, but you got to step up and make those shots. As Garibay makes the second one. Isaiah now on the ball. Joe Johnson now looking to go handoff, but almost fumbled it. Matias goes down low. That's what Johnson wants. Goes down the middle now, another kick out. Oh, they get a turnover. And now, in the lane, hangs in the egg. Beautiful fast break basketball. And Jose Estrada, all of a sudden, starting down one end. Isaiah comes off one screen now, attacks the basket, steps back, fades away. It's a drop on it, but another offensive rebound. Good ball reversal now by the United States. 6 on the shot clock now. It's got to get something going. The basket kicks out. Matias, big three. Doesn't get it. And Mexico secure the rebound. And now Jose Estrada just trying to slow the tempo down, get into the half court. Throws the screen now, looking for that option, trying to find Huron. 6 on the shot clock. Huron dished it off. Garibay all the way, goes in, tough play, doesn't get it. Matias comes over the rebound, and now the United States can push this one. Isaiah crosses over, Isaiah Thomas, bit of contact, gets the air one, and Isaiah Thomas flexes the guns. Let everybody know he means business. Well, look at this. Matias gave up to Isaiah. Hesitation, crossover, bit of contact, and he just kisses that one off the glass. There's the kick out there. Jose Estrada came up with a steal. Gave that one a little bit of a finger roll. You think about the last team that this man played for when he last season in the NBA with the Washington Wizards. Again, currently 32 years of age. It was only his birthday last week on the 7th of February. Again, what a pleasure it is to have him on the court at the moment. Estrada looking to kick this one out. Garibay doesn't shoot many three-pointers, and that was way off the mark. Joe Johnson now, he'll step back and take the three-point. Joe Johnson, nothing but net with the step back. The United States lead by 10 points, and Mexico have to call timeout because they got a problem with Joe Johnson and Isaiah Thomas.
Omar, vamos a ir para Gabriel. Va. Ok, vamos a jugarla, cabrones. Hey, pero hay que poner buenos bloqueos para que él salga con una ventaja y crear aquí, Garibay. Buen bloqueo aquí para Gabriel. Gabriel, si no hay nada, aquí va a estar Machado. Sí. Y juegan, ¿ok? Si no tiene nada, en 2. Aquí, ¿ok?
Hey, vamos. Hey, defensa, venga.
Energía. Están hablando, güey. Están chocando. Quiere decir
time and space to make that isolation. I mean, that's a huge mismatch. Step back simple. I mean, it's just too easy. I mean, Mexico's always going to have that mismatch problem, but again, they're going to have to try and force him to drive and maybe double team at some point, but you just can't give Joe Johnson any time or space to get that shot off. Mexico now trailing by 10 points. You know, their objective here in the first half is probably not to let it get any further than that. It's a big pass, but there you can see much better there from Huron. That's only the 14th foul for the United States with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mexico also with 14 fouls. Surprisingly, the rebounds are very equal right now. 8 rebounds apiece. You would have thought the Americans would have been leading that category. As Huron pulls up for the mid-range, doesn't get it. And now they can push in transition. Johnson now made his last shot. Looks to spin around. Down low, good dish off, but a little teardrop, and it's nothing but net. Usually tucked away by Davis. And Davis just was camping out underneath the basket. And just got a sweet little pass there from Joe Johnson. Run now coming off one screen. Looking to kick this one out. 6 on the shot clock now. They got to get something going. They run deep 3 with a hand in his face. Way off the mark. Joe Johnson with a rebound, and now he can push. He finds Isaiah. Isaiah pulls up for 3. Got it! Isaiah Thomas. The one player you can count on to hit those 3-pointers in transition. He puts the United States up by 15. Off one screen now, no look pass. I turn it over, and now it's fast break. What do we have here in transition? Dish it off, and he lays that one up. Well, that was well timed there by William Davis. Well, William Davis now up to 4 points. Only just checked into the game. Played 3 minutes so far. Now it's a 17-point lead. There you can see the United States with 10 points so far in the paint, while Mexico only with 2 points. Gets this one out now. Drives in with his left hand. It's much better off the bat. That's much better from the Mexicans. There you can see making that aggressive drive. That's number 24, Amar De Haro. Doing a better job there. Isaiah now coming off one screen. Shakes and bakes Isaiah all the way to the basket. Doesn't get it. You gotta love the hesitation there from Isaiah Thomas. Pretty much impossible to defend. Had a wide open look, didn't take it. He's down the middle now, has to pull up for the mid-range. Tucks that one away. Well, Mexico still with a little bit of belief as Avalos there pulled up for the mid-range. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Isaiah now crossing over up one screen. What a pass down the middle. Oh, it goes up, and he finishes that one, and it's that man again. William Davis just going to work right now. Well, when you've got a point guard like Isaiah Thomas with the vision, the ability to pull those passes off, it's going to be candy for those players. Set the pick and roll for him. Jump shot from 18 feet, can't get it. Big rebound now by Joe Johnson, and now the United States can push a transition. And drew a foul, so he will be going to the free throw line now for 2 shots. And there was Johnson pushing that one off. And Isaiah nails it.
First person of honor, number 5,
Isaiah stares down the bench. Now watch this simple slip bounce pass between the defenders. And William Davis, well, he could have 30 points tonight if he keeps setting pick and rolls for Isaiah Thomas all night long. He makes the first one. Rashad James, of course, now went to Northwood University. Hits a second free throw. He started his professional career in South Korea back in 2015 after leaving the G League. Having played for across the globe now for some big teams in Europe. The run now, 10 seconds under the basket. Beautiful pass, got to go up with it now. Is that a foul or a 3-second violation? I think they're going to call a foul. So now Garibay will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
First person of honor, number 15, Rashad Lerman.
You can see now, he isn't one of those foundation big men that likes to catch the ball in the low block and back down. I mean, what he will give you is solid screens and going to the basket, very aggressive, but again, also not renowned for his perimeter shooting, but does like to go on the perimeter quite a lot. This free throw shoot now, a few seconds left here. First quarter, all the way to the basket. Nobody picked him up, goes all the way. And the United States unable to capitalize there in the last few seconds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, the United States convincingly in front right now, 31-15 over Mexico here in this FIBA AmeriCup qualifying matchup for the 2022 FIBA AmeriCup. We'll just show you some stats and some highlights here from the first quarter. The United States now 5 for 7 from downtown, while the Mexicans only 1 for 8. 50% from within the rainbow, but here are some highlights from the first quarter. There was the kick-out play, of course, and you know, the United States could have a field day from the perimeter if they keep getting these easy looks. And there you can see Isaiah Thomas going in, pulling up for the mid-range. What a pass down low. And that's good from Bass now. I mean, to play off him, you just got to get the movement right. Well, Matias hitting his first tray ball of the game. He was one of the top scorers for the United States in that win against Bahamas. You can see hitting the second one. Well, Jose Estrada there, getting his hands in the passing lane. That's one way Mexico can only stay in this game, is to try and get out. But Isaiah Thomas, so aggressive, going to the basket, flexing the guns. And now pulling up in transition. Somebody called in the IT department because he is just simply electrifying right now from the perimeter. The United States now leading by 16 points here, and we'll get the first possession of the second quarter. Comes off one screen now, looking for options. Another perimeter look. The three is up. The three is nothing but net. Oh, this could be a problem for Mexico if the United States keep catching fire from the perimeter. James tucked that one away. Well, now Mexico try their luck from downtown. They're now 1 for 9 from the perimeter. They've called the foul there. Rashad James on the Bucks out when they were going for the rebound, so we'll be sideline ball. I mean, look at this. Too much time and space. Got to get a hand up quicker. Lightning speed. One screen now, gives back to Irving. Takes a jump shot, can't get it. And now the United States can push in transition with James. Russell goes down the middle, tries the alley-oop. Doesn't connect with it. Roseanne puts up another little jump shot. Oh, jump hook, sorry. Oh, William Davis now moves up to 8 points, and he's having a field day right now. The United States starting to dominate this one. Deron tries to spin out, dish off, and that's much better. And that's where they need him to play, near the basket. Well, Garibay there, you can see, settling for a lot of jump shots, but going close to the basket, in the lane, goes up. Nobody came out to stop him. Mexico need to be more aggressive on their help side defense, but more importantly, allowing the United States too much time on the ball to make those penetrations, sorry. Garibay now looking to attack the basket, kicks this one out. Makes that penetration, goes in with a little floater, doesn't get it, and now the United States can push in transition. What do we have here? There's a stutter step now, kicks this one out. Deep, deep three. Can't get the roll on it. Run now, got it by James. Throws that one away. They turn it over. That's got to be an unsportsmanlike foul, I would have thought, but you see Coach, well, you see the United States bench signaling for it. Coach Joe Prunty. I think the officials are discussing right now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them go review this one. It's William Davis with 8 points. He goes and sits down. I think the officials now are going to review the foul. I would not be surprised to see the United States have the 2 free throws and to get the ball back. Again, very lucky to have 3 officials here. Some of the finest officials so far. As we mentioned already, our officials coming from Colombia, Panama, and Canada: Michael Wieland, Julio Cesar, Anaya Freile, and Carlos Andres Velez Londono. Well, here's the foul in transition. Takes it down the middle. Well, to me, that's an unsportsmanlike foul because he hasn't made any attempt to go for the basketball, but it's a deliberation stop on the fast break. But we'll see what the decision the officials will go with. Well, Michael Whelan's called it. So the United States now will get 2 free throws and to get the ball back. Right now it's going too bad to worse right now for Mexico, so they got to try and keep some composure at the moment. Bobin now will shoot the free throws for the United States. Another play that we saw in the last window, and again, a very prominent side player. Does like to push the ball in transition. Plays that high tempo style. So he puts the United States up by 23 points now here early in the second quarter. I think an illegal screen was said there, so Mexico will get the ball back. Daniels now picks up his first personal, so Mexico trailing by 23. Right now, need to find some inspiration to get back in this game. Another illegal screen set. Well, that's back-to-back plays now. Well, Reyna that didn't stand still, almost looked like he shoved his elbow into that one. Watch here, Reyna setting the screen. Reyna goes right to the back of him there. Bobby now coming off one screen. Go down the middle. Goes out of bounds, but will be baseline ball now to the United States. Goes down the middle now, makes a bit of contact all the way. Well, strong move now, gets the M1, I think. Oh, James attacked the basket, the help side defense from Mexico. Just too slow to react. Well, watch this from James. Reyna's the player, has got to step out and just doesn't get that quick enough. Well, Matias checks back into the game for the United States as Rashad James gets the touch on the free throw. Bobbitt now putting full court pressure. Daharo there, you can see really struggling with the pressure from the United States. Goes down the middle now, goes in with a little finger roll. So now Daharo will get 2 free throws.
Second personal foul number 13, Robert Daniels.
Daniels only just checking into the game. He's only played 1 minute. Picks up his second personal foul. Makes a second one. United States now leading this one by 25 points with 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Bobby now shifting off one screen. And just gets the rock taken from him. James now looking for options. Goes down low on another foul. But I think they called that one. They called an offensive foul. Now, if that's on Robert Daniels, I think that's going to be his third personal foul. So Daniels now picks up his third personal foul, and I wonder if Coach Joe Prunty will make a change. I mean, 3 fouls that picked up in a minute. Down the middle now, shifts in, too much on it. And another foul called on Mexico there. Over the back. James went in for the rebound and very aggressive. That was on Reyna yet again. Well, the United States now cruising in the second quarter. For them, it's about experimenting, getting all the players involved. They got to try new things. They got Matias on there, fakes the screen, goes in, bit of contact. I mean, it's too easy right now. Mexico got to take a little bit more pride, stopping the penetrations. The United States are just easing the way in and out of the Mexican defense. Comes off one screen now. He's got Reyna off the screen, pulls up and jump shot. That's much better. Coming off that pick and roll. Well, Avalos there. He now moves up to 4 points. He's 2 for 3 from the field so far. And Mexico in desperate need of somebody step up and hit those shots. Barber almost lost his dribble there. Matias, he's made 2 threes. Doesn't get this one. Reyna tips a rebound, and now Mexico can push the transition. Bit of contact off one screen, and will be 2 free throw shots now as the Americans have put Mexico in the penalty.
Second personal foul number 5,
Now Ahmad Daharo will shoot 2 free throws.
For Mexico enters number 6, Edgar Garibay.
A player who started his professional career last season at Fuerza Regera, one of the powerhouses, as we mentioned, in Mexican basketball. Well, with those clubs such as Solis de Mexicali, seems that we saw regular features in the FIBA Americas League, now turn into the BCL Americas. As he makes it 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Baba now playing some good minutes so far here in the second quarter. This is a great opportunity for him to really put his name on the international map. It's a handoff now with James. James kicks out to Baba. Crosses over, step back. I think it was a long two from the line, but no good. Mexico with a rebound, and now they can push. It's up on screen now, looking for options. Oh, under the basket, beautiful cut, but wasn't able to finish it. Oh, beautiful play, and that's much better. Little give and go situation there for Garibay. Well, when his movement is much more efficient in the low block, he becomes a much higher percentage shooter than when he's settling for those jump shots. All the way, Baba, but an offensive foul's been called. The United States now being frustrated by Mexico's defense. It is now a second foul on Baba. And I just wonder, Coach Joe Prunty is going to keep this lineup. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see him let them play a little bit longer, but a lot of players in that lineup. He's got to try and get into the mix and get them exposed to this level. Remember, the game is much different than what they used to in the G League, of course, or many of them also playing in top clubs in Europe as well. Baba now crosses over, kicks this one out. James takes a deep, deep three. Nothing but net. And that's much better, and that's a problem for Mexico. United States getting those easy looks from downtown. Any possession they want at the moment. The United States is shooting 7 for 11 from the perimeter, while Mexico only 1 for 9. Garibay, can he change that? 1 for 10 now. CS calls for the screen. Still has the ball. Now Baba comes up one screen. Oh, beautiful play in the lane. Like goes in with a finger roll. I thought he was going to throw that down. Well, I thought Bass was going to rip the ring down, but went in with a really tucked away finger roll. And again, that's a 22nd point in the paint for the United States. Another pick and pop at Garibay. Doesn't take the three this time. On the shot clock, he's got to force one up, can't get it. Now the push and transition with Baba. Kicks this one out, Matias. He's made 2 threes. Makes the third one. And it is raining threes right now from the United States. And Mexico have to call timeout. With 3:11 to go here in the second quarter. The United States are just running wild in transition. Down on the low block and from the perimeter. 8 for 12 from downtown for the United States. You can see Matias just lighting it up. Raining threes right now. Camille starts with Baba there, just taking it coast to coast in transition. Finally the open shooter. A lot of people say the United States gets players that make it all about themselves, but the way they're moving the ball right now, it's just unselfish, beautiful basketball. But now Isaiah checks back into the game along with Joe Johnson. There's 3:11 to go here in the second quarter. Mexico trailing by 29 points in. Again, in desperate need to turn this around. Sharing this group of men It was very disappointing for them to see them lose to Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico, a very good team, but also the Bahamas, who will play Puerto Rico off this. Also one victory. Could be a big say what happens in this group. Qualification for the 2022 AmeriCup. Goes in with a little floater, can't get it. Secures a rebound for Bass. Isaiah now in transition, gives this one up. He's down the middle now. Pulls up for the mid-range shot. That's too easy. 31-point lead there. Rashad James right now feeling that he could score every time he shoots it. Now has 13 points. He's 4 for 4 from the field. The run now, look for a penetration, goes all the way, makes a contact. That's what Mexico needs more of. Get into the basket. Isaiah now gives this one up. Finds James. James kicks out to Johnson. Johnson pump fakes. Johnson fades away with one leg. Doesn't get it. Matias with a rebound. Matias fades away, doesn't get it. They run with a rebound, and now Mexico run off one screen. Well, looking for the roll. The screen was made there, but no movement going to the basket. They're on now. He'll pull up from downtown. Mexico 1 for 11 from downtown, and now Isaiah will look to push this one. Isaiah with a no-look pass. Oh, finds Matias. Can he get it? Doesn't get it. Beautiful build-up there by the United States. They come off one screen. I think a foul's been called on the ground now. It'll be 2 free throws for Machado. The foul is on Matias. So Coach Joe Prunty now making a change already. And the depth of the United States, again, is something that obviously Mexico can't match, but again, what they're gonna have to try and get back in this game in the second half is, of course, it all starts with defense, but going in for those second chances and getting more high percentage shots. He makes the first free throw. And it makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe now. It's now to a 27-point ball game. Just over a minute ago. Isaiah looking to kick this one out to Johnson. Johnson now gives the ball up. They get a 3 in the corner. 3 is up, no good. And now Mexico can try to chip into the deficit yet again. Puts up a little teardrop floater, doesn't get it. And then we talked about the second chance points. Keeps battling. In the end, can't make anything of it. Johnson gives this one up. Oh, pretty quick 3 in transition, but it doesn't matter because he nails it. Well, James William Nunnally. It's the big-time tray ball. That's his second 3-pointer of the game, and now he moves up to 6 points. Again, probably not the option Coach Joe Prunty would have wanted to have taken, but being up by 30 points now won't make too much of a difference. 46 seconds to go here in the first half, and so far, the United States very much convincingly in front of this one by 30 points. Goes baseline now, bit of contact off the backboard, can't get it. Well, I'm not sure who tipped that one back in, but it did look like Nunnally got a tip on that. Isaiah now, he'll pull up for a quick 3, can't get it. And now Mexico can dribble this one down for the last shot of the first half. Well, they put the ball in the hands now of Gabriel Heron. The question is he gonna go pick and roll? Is he gonna try to isolate? Heron now in the lane. Kicks out. Goes baseline now all the way. Finger rolls it. Now he gets fouled. Now gets down one. And that's the kind of break that Jose Estrada kind of needed. The foul is going to be called on Bass. Estrada looks like he took a little shot to the face on that one. Went baseline. Went in with a reverse layup. I'm not sure the foul was on Bass, actually. Makes a three-point play. Well, it won't count if it goes in. It almost went in, but ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, the United States lead this one 58-33 in this FIBA AmeriCup 2022 qualifying matchup here live in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'll just show you some stats and some of the best highlights from the first half. And as it stands, the United States convincingly in front of this one. Mexico, a lot of questions to be asked about their offense and transition defense. We see the Americans now 9 for 16 from downtown, shooting 56%, 12 for 21 from within the rainbow. While the Mexicans only 9 for 22 from two-point land, but so far, not a lot of difference between the rebounds. Only Mexico down by 2 rebounds, but 6 assists down for that matter against the United States. Perimeter shooting being the difference. Garibay leading the scoring so far for Mexico, followed up by Estrada. But James Thomas and Matias leading the way for the United States. Here are some highlights from the first half. Well, they're on there. You can see got off to the mark from the perimeter. Isaiah Thomas there, you can see pulling up that mid-range, and it could be good night for him from the mid-range if he can keep that going all night long. What a no-look pass there by Isaiah Thomas. You can see Joe Johnson kicking this one out to Matias, and so far he's got 3 trables on the night. Jose Estrada there coming up with a steal there. Transition again, it's going to be one way. Mexico have to play. They're going to get back in this game. Isaiah Thomas with an aggressive drive to the basket. What a game he's having. Well, Mexico really needs to step it up from the perimeter. 1 for 12 from downtown just isn't good enough right now, while the United States just running wild. And the perimeter shooting there has been emphatic so far. No answer whatsoever from Mexico's defense. And you can see down low in the low blocks, the same story. And that was much better than the build-up. And you know, you got to look at Garibay, much more of a high percentage shooter when he's inside the paint and when he's settling for those perimeter jump shots. But there you can see Baba just going at will. Rashad James there you see coming up the and-one. Tough move going to the basket. There was a little spin out movement again. Garibay making those important cuts to the basket. Dish out from Heron. Big difference in that play. The pick and roll is much more effective, and that's what he's got to do. Battle it out down low with the bigs of the United States. Tough play there by Heron. A running cut style of basketball. But ladies and gentlemen, go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long, as we'll be back in 10 minutes for the second half.
Back again. Lovely pass inside from Napier, little up fake, hesitation, and the score for Devin Collier.
Thompson now, backdoor pass, oh, a reverse alley-oop at the source, Kentuan Smith. And Vargas picks it away, and that's what the press is designed for. Oh, he floats to the basket and hammers it home with a severe, punishing one-hander. This is his second, gets it up and scores, ties the game at 94 apiece. What a play by Walter Hodge. That is one hell of a smart play by him. Read the game, read the situation.
Bennett gets the ball out. 2 seconds, finds it. Landry, oh baby, he got it. Carl Landry has won the game for Canada. Unbelievable. Are you serious? Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this FIBA AmeriCup 2022 qualifying matchup between the United States of America and Mexico. This is now the second time these two teams have met up here in the windows. The last time they met was in the last window in November in Indianapolis. The United States won very convincingly. Right now, Mexico being led by Garibay with 8 points and 4 rebounds. Currently trailing this one. I think right now for Mexico is shooting very poorly from the perimeter. Only 1 for 12 from downtown, while the Americans really light this one up and playing very comfortable fast break basketball, but also getting it in the half court and playing very unselfish with each other. Isaiah Thomas, Joe Johnson, and now the second game so far in this window for the United States. Yeah, what a pleasure it is to have these two players playing currently right now in the FIBA AmeriCup 2022 qualifying rounds. Bass as well being an influential player for the United States, along with Rashad James too. So Matias chipping in three-pointers. He was one of their top scorers in their last win against the Bahamas. Still to play for in this group. And now, the United States right now looking like they're going to finish top of the group, possibly undefeated. I mean, that could change. We don't know. No, but the thing is, both Mexico and Puerto Rico have equal records below them. And the Bahamas with 1 victory at the bottom of the group. Now the Bahamas do have to play Puerto Rico off this game. So Mexico currently not safe for automatic contention and qualification for the 2022 AmeriCup. So for them, their defeat to Puerto Rico yesterday was, in their standings, very disappointing. Great job for Puerto Rico, of course, equaling their record with Mexico. Well, if we take a look at the stats this evening, Mexico shooting 12 of 15 from the free throw line. Well, the United States only 7 for 8, but again, it's just been such smooth transition from them, playing up and down the court, getting open looks from the perimeter. I mean, 3-point shooting from the United States has been phenomenal so far. 9 for 16, shooting a staggering 56%. And as we mentioned, for Mexico, only 1 3-point field goal in this game, just not enough to compete with the Renaissance basketball of the United States. Well, looks like Joe Johnson and Isaiah will start the second half, as they did, along with Bass and Matias. So Coach Joe Prunty not changing his starting lineup now. He wants to put this game to bed and make sure that his team finish very strong and really make an announcement here. I mean, in the last window is the great Mike Fratello that was coaching the United States in the last window in Indianapolis. But the amount of coaches coming from America, absolute plethora from the United States, excuse me. 25-point lead now to the United States. Iran comes on the ball to kick this one out. Found a little bit of opening now, dishes that one off under the basket. Throw it down, Garibay. And that is what Mexico need. Just a little bit of belief and something to spark a bit of life in their offense. Isaiah now gives this one up to Joe Johnson. Bass now comes up, sets the screen. Johnson now pulls up from 18 foot, a little fadeaway. Joe Johnson, nothing but the bottom of the net. I mean, that is near impossible to guard. He puts the United States back up by 25 points. The run now comes up one screen, has a bit of time, pulls up from the mid-range, in and out, doesn't get it. And now Isaiah looks to push this one, gives it up to Matias. Matias pick and roll time, Bass, oh baby! Big time throwdown. Well, the help side defense got there in time, but it doesn't matter because Bass was ripping the ring down. And United States, so you can see how quickly a simple pick and roll can just turn into a two-handed jam, especially with a player like Bassett team. Garibay looking to kick this one out. Comes off the screen now, tries a push-up, kicks out, good ball movement. The three is up. Estrada doesn't get it. Mexico's woes still continue from the perimeter. Matias keeps it alive, and now the United States can push in transition. Got Matias to his left, takes in, finds Johnson, big time three. In and out, can't get it. Bass with a tip, and nobody boxed him out. Well, Gabriel Herron was under the basket, but the size difference. Garibay didn't get there in time. Estrada comes up one screen. It's a handoff now. Herron thought about taking the three-pointer. Estrada now, he'll take another three-pointer from downtown, and finally, Mexico get another three-point field goal in the game. Isaiah now looking to take on Estrada. Isaiah hesitation, goes baseline, kicks this one out, good ball movement. Matias, he's made three, doesn't make that one. It was a great setup there. As we mentioned, a lot of people would criticize the style of these players from the United States of America. I would say it will be isolation, unself, gets his own rebound now, reverse layup. And that's how Mexico have to stay in this game. Have to go for those second chance points. And as I was saying about the United States, just watch the way they played this game, the way they moved the ball, the unselfishness in their style. Johnson now, bit of contact, kicks out. Matias misses last one. Doesn't get that one either. And now Herron will try to push. Herron now will spin out, kicks out. Garibay thought about taking it, but I think he traveled there. Garibay should have taken the three-point. I mean, he hasn't made one tonight, but again, it's a costly turnover for Mexico. Well, Coach Quintero now, again, can only hope that his players keep competing. I mean, he's got a full squad of some good professionals here, but in that case, you don't want to get the deficit any bigger. Johnson comes off one screen now, has the mismatch, got it by Garibay. Goes down to the backs, here's a double team. Johnson now takes in the lane, kicks out. Foul is on the ground, so it will be sideline ball, I think baseline ball actually, to the United States. 14 seconds on the shot. No, it will be sideline actually. Isaiah now looks to attack, steps back, comes off another screen. Isaiah down the middle, no look pass, Isaiah, oh baby! Isaiah Thomas down the middle, found Bass wide open, and he ripped the rain down. But it all starts with Isaiah Thomas, the no-look pass. Comes off one screen now, bit of contact, puts up a little teardrop, doesn't get it. Johnson with a rebound, and now Isaiah's gonna push this one again. As he comes off, splits the defense, another dime, but doesn't connect with this one. I mean, look at this. Isaiah comes up, somebody must have called the IT department, because Isaiah with the no-look dime, Bass goes, throws it down. I mean, that's beautiful basketball. Herron now looking to kick this one out. Throws it down low. Oh, it gets rejected, but comes up with it. Garibay can't follow up. He goes out of bounds, and it will be ball to the United States. Isaiah now got it by Estrada. Looks like he's going to give this one up. Goes down the middle now, kicks out. Down the middle again. Isaiah all the way to the basket, can't finish it. Herron with a rebound. And now Mexico will push this one down the middle. Kicks this one out. Estrada had the shot, didn't take it. Well, defense just too physical and imposing from the United States now. Not only got in Estrada. Under 10 on the shot clock. Looking for an option. Gets it baseline, makes a bit of contact, can't get it. And now Nunnally can push down the middle. Gives this one up to Johnson. Johnson, not sure what he got away with there. I mean, was it a travel or double dribble? But I think what happened was there was a bit of contact from the defense, so. Beautiful build up there. Finds Heron now. Heron thought about taking it, but again, switch on defense made that one hard. Down the middle now. Foul's going to be called on the ground. They're going to call that one on Joe Johnson. Well, what happened here? I mean, swipe that. There you can see. So my apologies to Joe Johnson. No travel, double dribble. A slight deflection there means he did make an illegal play. And Coach Joe Prunty now making another change. Rashad James goes to the bench, takes a breather, along with Nunnally. Down the middle now, finds Garibay. That's beautiful. And every time Mexico go to that play, they get a wide open Garibay under the basket. Isaiah now throws another dime under the basket. Bit of contact, blocking foul. So we'll be 2 free throws now to Davis. Well, again, Davis, every time he's gone to the basket, it's the same play, pick and roll with IT and just get to the bucket. But hopefully for Mexico, Heron is not injured. Gabriel Heron was inside the semicircle, so just on it actually. So tough play. Watch IT here. Again, call the IT department. Isaiah Thomas is making the connection, and Bass is making a throwdown. Well, he makes a free throw. He's up one screen now, looking to kick this one out. Finds Heron. Almost turns on another blocking foul. That's only the second team foul for the United States. That one is on Rashad James. That's what Mexico just have to keep doing. Keep drawing those fouls, get into the penalty. Try and get to the free throw line. And right now, they got to keep chipping into the deficit as much as possible because you never know what could happen in the head-to-head situation with teams like Puerto Rico and the Bahamas. Kicks this one out now, had the shot, pulls up from mid-range, can't get it. Johnson with a rebound, and now he'll push down the other end. Finds James, James pulls up, got it! Big time three! Rashad James now is lighting it up as he puts the United States up by 31. Run off one screen, goes pick and pop. Mexico try another three-pointer. Can't get it. Matias gets a rebound. And now Matias will bring the ball up. Comes off one screen. And an offensive foul's been called. I'm not sure if they've called that on Isaiah or if they've called that one on Davis. Estrada looking very grumpy after taking another knock. The run now, posting up, goes in. Tough move by Gabriel Heron. And again, it's just what the Mexicans need, is to find that little spot, get that little isolation. Isaiah kicks this one out, and they get a ball reversal to splits the defense now down the middle, tries a Euro USA step if you like. Doesn't get it. Secure the rebound now. We're under 3 minutes to go here. Heron tries a little teardrop, and Gabriel Heron is now starting to light a little bit of fire in the Mexican offense. He comes off one screen, kicks in the corner. They try another three-pointer, don't get it. Oh, it's very close there. Estrada pulls up, gets fouled in the process, so now he'll go to the free throw line now for 3 shots. Well, Jose Estrada, his responsibilities are much different in this matchup against the United States than it was back in Indianapolis in the last window. As Isaiah Matias go to the bench, take a little breather. Well, the last matchup these two teams played, I mean, he only played 12 minutes, scored 6 points, came off the bench. He was a reserve player. Right now, he's the #1 choice point guard for this team. So, you know, the defeat against Puerto Rico was pretty devastating for Mexico. They got to make sure they bounce back after this and just keep on making sure they cut the deficit down this game. He makes it 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Baba now looking to kick this one out. Crosses over now, tries to find a little bit of space. Haran almost stole it. 3 is up, the 3 is in the corner, no good. Garibay now secures the rebound. Now Haran trying to spark a little bit of life now. Comes up one screen, bit of contact, kicks out. Pumped it well, draws a bit, another foul there. Now that's a smart play because, again, Strada taking knocks all over the court. Go back to the free throw line for 2 shots. That was on Rashad James. He makes the first one. He makes the second one. Cuts it down now to a 22-point deficit. United States still in total control of this game, but probably just want to close this one out. James now goes pick and pop. Baba goes baseline. He's got to dish this one out. They get a wide open look from downtown. The 3 is tucked away. The United States now go back up by 25 points. The run now, bit of contact. Puts up a little teardrop way off the mark. And now Baba can push in transition. Another kick out, another 3 ball. Doesn't get it. Strada with a rebound. Cross court pass, have a wide open look. Duran had the shot, didn't take it. Oh, turnover time, we'll keep it alive. Now we're under 10 on the shot clock. Crosses over down the middle. Dish off, good play, reverse left. That's much better. Much more beautiful basketball there by Mexico. Penetration, a cut, backdoor, and a dish off. End product, the ball movement much better from Mexico. Finds Baba now. We're under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Baba down the middle, bit of contact. Doesn't get the and one, but he will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots.
Second person of foul number 10, Gabriel Quino.
He makes the first one. Doesn't get the drop on the second free throw, but Mexico probably not enough time here to go 2 for 1, but again with 13 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock, we'll try to run it down as much as possible. The run attacks, goes base on reverse slap, can't get it. Strong move, but couldn't get the finish. Baba, exactly 9/10 of a second difference, so he will now run this one down for the last shot. Well, here comes the pick and roll now with Davis. Baba hesitates, fakes the pass. 2 seconds, got to throw it up. Nothing cool there now. 7/10 of a second to go now in the 3rd quarter. I'm not sure if a foul was called there, actually. I think a foul was called. Well, possibly not now, as Coach Joe Prunty looks on. So now Mexico with 7/10 of a second left. Also in the penalty, so if they get fouled, it could get 2 quick free throws. Garibay throws that one up. Almost got it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, At the end of the third quarter, it's the United States still in control of this game, 77-53. We'll just show you some stats and some highlights here from the first half.
Mexico 53.
Well, they can see the United States now 11 for 24 from the rainbow, 17 for 29 from within the rainbow, and 10 for 12 from the free throw line. Well, here are some highlights from third quarter. They can see the throwdown from Bass, and again, not too much high-flying action from the United States in this game, but much more discipline flow in their plays. You can see Estrada for Mexico tucking that tray ball away. That was the offensive rebound by Machado. You can see the dime from IT, the no-look pass. Beautiful play there with the throwdown from Bass. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 4 groups from this FIBA AmeriCup 2022 qualifying rounds over 3 windows. Top 3 teams in each group will qualify for the 2022 FIBA AmeriCup. Mexico currently now sitting in second place, but the game after this with more significance is Bahamas fighting for a spot against Puerto Rico. Both teams. The last window was Puerto Rico came back with a big victory to beat the Bahamas, but right now, the United States looking to finish off Mexico in this game. James now double crossover, takes the mid-range shot, doesn't get it. Estrada gets a rebound. And now he will push this one. Estrada now on the ball, throws that one down to Garibay. Handoff with Heron. Kicks out another three-pointer. Mexico struggles from the perimeter. Have been very evident in this game. They're getting good looks, but just not finishing them. Baba now pulls up from mid-range, tucks that one away. And there you can see the end-to-end basketball stuff there from the backcourt for the United States. All it takes is to get the ball over the half-court at high tempo, come off one screen, pull up for that mid-range shot. An offensive foul's been called against Mexico. I think that's on number 35, I believe, Marco Ramos. Ramos with a push-off on Baba. Comes off one screen now, kicks this one out. Oh, deep, deep three. The front iron can't get it. Silva makes that bit of contact, and foul has got to be called on number 15, Trayshawn Thurman. That's now the second team foul for the United States, I believe. Or Estrada now coming off one ski with Garibay. They're looking for the pass to be telegraphed. They now turned it over. And throws up an American football style long pass. Another turnover for the United States. Just too much on that for Nunnally. He's down low now, makes a bit of contact, doesn't get it. Secures the rebound. Now Baba can push. Baba spins around. in the lane, dishes it off, still connects with it. Davis keeps it alive. Davis spins around, he travels with it. Well, the play looks spectacular, but the end product just wasn't there. Run now comes up one screen, hesitates, bit of contact, spins around. Oh, gets rejected by Davis. Well, Davis, I don't even think he left the floor on that block. In the lane now, dishes off. Garibay lays it up. Well, if you ever want to see an effortless block, just go back and see. Davis just literally put his arm up and deny her run. A quick little teardrop. Comes off one screen now. Thought about taking the shot, didn't take it. Takes it behind the back pass, gives up to Davis. Davis goes in, can't finish it. Another offensive rebound. It's too easy. Well, nobody boxing him out. And Thurman there just greeted himself to an early lunch. Estrada crosses over. Has to pull the trigger from the 15 feet, can't get it. It's out of bounds, they turn it over. So it will be Mexico ball on the baseline. Joe Johnson now comes back into the game for the United States. Probably see how this final quarter here. They run now. Steps back, takes a deep three, doesn't get it, way off the mark. And now Baba can push this one, has the speed. Gets pushed and draws a foul. So we'll be baseline ball now to the United States. Cole Mayer now gets called for the foul. Steps back with a fadeaway, nothing but net. Tough play. Well, James is just making it look easy right now. Man now looking to go pick and roll Garibay. I think they've called a foul there on Baba. Oh man, now kicks this one out. The run now. Trying to break down the defense of James. 4 seconds on the shot clock. We got to take it. Zubin, it forces one up off the backboard, and he kisses that one off the glass. Well, Avalos threw up a prayer. Made contact with the bank. He now moves up to 8 points. He's 4 for 8 from the field. Cole Meyer now gets called for another foul.
Second person of line number 1, Cole Mayer. Sub for Mexico enters number 4, Fabian Jaimes.
But Machado now goes to the bench, takes a breather. Takes a mid-range jump shot, nothing but net. Oh, Brandon Bass doesn't take many jump shots, but in that case, nails that one. Ryan now comes off one screen. He's looking for options, got triple teamed in. And goes out of bounds.
Mexico timeout.
We've got a timeout now to Mexico. For them, it's about pride in finishing this game as strong as possible. Well, what a pleasure it has been to have Isaiah Thomas suit up for the United States here in this window of the FIBA AmeriCup 2022 qualification round. Takes a three right at the end. Got it! Oh, hit it big time treble. Gabriel Heron with the money ball right at the end. Bobbitt now looking to give this one up, finds Johnson. Johnson now looking to isolate. Gets caught in a double team. Right, turns it over. And now Mexico can push. Can run. Bit of contact, and he gets the M1. Well, Gabriel Heron makes the M1 play. And now he's going to go to the charity stripe. Here comes the turnover by Johnson. Still, this is what Mexico's missed all game, just getting out in transition, but starts with the defense. He doesn't make the three-point play. Looks to isolate now. Tries to back down. Just turns over, keeps it alive. Bobbitt with a few seconds. Steps back. Can't get it. Mexico secure the rebound. There's a pick and pop play. Garabay's tried a few threes tonight. Finally gets a treble to drop. Cuts it down to a 20-point ball game. With just over 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Johnson now finds Bass, and Bass is fouled by Heron. Here's the pick and pop play with Garabay. Garabay has struggled from the perimeter, but finally gets something going. Johnson now down the middle. Goes up that mid-range. He's been hot tonight. This guy is shooting the lights out. Somebody call the electricians. I mean, that shot off the dribble. Somebody just too difficult to defend for Mexico. Haven't really got the matchup for it. Maya now goes off one screen. Garabay turns it over. Now they got numbers in transition. What do we have here? Lays this one up, miss a layup. We had options there in transition, didn't use them, and now Mexico try to go down the other end and miss a layup. They follow up with a rebound. 20-point ball game now. Johnson comes off one screen. Johnson's been cash money so far, and Joe Johnson letting everybody know that he's still got it. Johnson there got the mid-range now, 11 points. He's 4 for 7 from the field. Tries to pick a pop now, had the three-point shot down the middle. Goes in with a finger on it, lays that one up. Downloaded Johnson now. He's been unstoppable so far. Looking to shake and bake on this one. Backs down. All right, turns it over again. He's made that pass already tonight. Goes in with a reverse slab and the tip back. Tucked away there by Garabay. Splits the defense now. The foul has been called, so that's a 15th foul from Mexico. So it's going to be 2 free throws now for James. Look at this one, Johnson now. Step back, fadeaway. I mean, that's unstoppable. You can't defend that. And he's just reminding everybody. Well, Thurman goes out of the game Sorry, comes back into the game. And Davis checks in. So the United States now going to play out these last 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
For Mexico, enters number 35, Ramos.
Mexico now trailing by 19 points. All right, turn it over. Now another foul's been called, so James will have 2 more free throws. James had a solid game this evening so far. Again, he's probably been one of the United States' more productive players on the offense. He makes it 2 for 2 for the charity striping. Keeps the United States up by 21 points. Run now, gets a handoff. Coming up to 10 on the shot clock now, crosses over. Bit of contact, made the pass in the end, he gets it. Put that one away. Avalos there. Barber comes back into the game. Down low now, finds the big fella. The foul is on the ground, but it won't matter anyway because he's going to go to the free throw line now. The 2 shots is Daniels. He's going to try and tuck these 2 away.
Second personal foul, number 4, Fabian Jaime.
Robert Daniels now only just checking into the game here so far in the 4th quarter. Actually last played in the PBA for the Alaska Aces. He started his career in Korea. The Daegu Orients spent a lot of his career actually in Asia. Had 1 season in Argentina for Kimsa. Makes a 2nd free throw now. The United States now with over a minute to go, leading this one by 21 points. All right, comes up one screen, kicks this one out. Long crosses over, takes a tough fadeaway. In and out, doesn't get it. Hopefully secure the offensive rebound. Why not? Let it go. Doesn't get it. Daniels now looking to back down. An offensive foul called on Robert Daniels. He tries to shack attack his way to the basket. Now Mexico with 40 seconds left. Trailing this one by 21 points. And try to salvage something. Barber tried to come up with a steal now. Maya down the middle, behind the back pass. Oh, beautiful play, but gets rejected. But the goaltending's called. But what a sublime pass behind the back by Maya. I mean, look at this. Penetration, no look, behind the back. He fools everybody. And the goaltending just salvaging the play. Down the middle now, goes in for a layup off the backboard, doesn't get it. Daniels gets a rebound, tries a tip back, and in the end, gets his 2 points. Turn it over. 3-pointer, corner, almost got it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this one, the United States emphatically win 96-75 over Mexico.
96, Mexico, 75.
Their runs now And the qualifications are over. Both teams will be on their way to the FIBA 2022 AmeriCup. Phenomenal performances by Davis, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Johnson, and Barber for the United States. I'm just going to show you some stats and the best highlights from this game. Follow up from this one, it will be the Bahamas taking on Puerto Rico. What will be a big game for those two teams. The winner will be booking their ticket. Well, the United States were 24 for 42 from within the rainbow, and Mexico 23 for 51, but the difference, only 4 3-point field goals for the Mexicans. The rebounds weren't too dissimilar in this game. I mean, look, 42 to 40, 19 assists apiece. It really just was the perimeter shooting that was the difference. Mexico really struggled from downtown. Well, here are some of the best highlights from the game, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Mexico did try to battle, but again, when a team like the United States comes out and shoots on fire the way they did, and Isaiah Thomas with a no-look IT department time to pass under the basket. That was the difference in this game. There you can see James there under the basket, making it count from within a transition. Hitting the big time tray balls. The United States, I mean, a lot of people, as I mentioned, probably assumed these players will come in and try to boost up their stats, but to be honest, they play for each other today. They move the ball, they get open looks. They play that high tempo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next game coming up, the Bahamas versus Puerto Rico. We'll be back soon.
Ahí, ya, viendo ahí, por favor.